The digital age has made it so convenient for you and for I, and for everyone else. We are on the go, yet we can easily communicate with one another over long distances via the touch of one single button. Quick and easy, also convenient, is it not? But surely, that's not all there is to it. The digital age is so much more than that.
So what else has digital age has to open door? I believe all, if not majority of us, have a tendency to look at on the smart devices, such as smartphones, tablets, smartwatches, like, well, we're just like traveling or just lazy and right at home. So, what are we referring to here?
Can anyone guess?
Okay, proceed.
It's social media. Such a fascinating thing, isn't it? But what exactly is the definition of these two words? Simply put, it's any platform, usually online, that allows for social networking to take place. Facebook, Instagram, and the whole lot are all examples of the various social media tools that we utilize on a regular basis.
It's so amazing that what seems so impossible mere few decades ago now become our part of everyday lives, such as instantaneous communication, worldwide events, real-time updates, even selling and buying online. The aspect of the social media that we come to know and love, and now we are looking through how social media really shape our lives as consumers.
Well, for one, it has actually made it easier for us when we want to buy things. Instead of heading down to the store after school or after work, we can browse online stores via our mobile phones and other smart gadgets to look at the different designs and sizes, amongst other things, to see if they are able to suit our desires or not. Convenience is what it is.
Additionally, we've become more demanding. We want the latest update, service, communication, all these things that have been taking part in our lives. Well, the social media with its many benefits has leverage over all these things consumers to be better, have a value consumers on it.
That's right. Additionally, social media has also, to a certain degree, made us desire a sense of connection. This is actually an addition to our previous point. While making us a bit more demanding, social media has also enabled us to seek out others who are in or have been in similar situations such as ours. We ask them questions, seek advice from them as to how they overcame their problems.
So how these companies use this piece of information to better serve its customer? Well, to have a better understanding, we can look through the particular company like what? Nike. So, what can an apparel company like Nike do to improve value to the customers?
Alright, here's the thing. Nike is actually one of the largest brand names in the entire sporting world. But despite its stronghold in the industry, Nike can still go beyond its current standing today. With the aid of social media, Nike has already the tools necessary needed to strengthen its position even further.
Additionally, in some extent, we cannot reject them, just like Roth, Alistair, all these just like reflected on the screen right now. But then, with the help of the social media, we can see all these things in the real time. So, Nike can leverage upon this. So instead of this, imagine this.
Point being is this: isn't it much better to see the attire live in action rather than it just being shown on a blank canvas on an online store? With the regular profits that Nike makes, it will actually be relatively inexpensive for them to hire individuals to model their new sets of apparel for them on their online stores via the live features on social media.
So what this does is that live modeling, well, consumers will get a better sense of the product and quality, and also they can envision themselves of wearing this particular product. So Nike can leverage upon this. So, like Instagram Live, Facebook Live, you name it, allow Nike to market their product in such a way.
Social media actually also allows for almost instantaneous two-way communication. In such a case, consumers will be able to ask questions and they would have an almost immediate answer by the Nike administrators running the various social media accounts. In doing this, Nike would have actually answered all three previous impacts that social media has had on us, thus improving functional and experiential customer value.
And why is it important for Nike to be pioneer in adopting this kind of marketing strategy? Well, it's just because the technology has been advancing through years. So if Nike don't do it now, then they may find themselves loose with the other competitors who will adopt, who seek to leverage upon the competitive advantages.
And to quote from the movie Talladega Nights, if you ain't first, you're last. It's actually a bit of an exaggeration, but nonetheless somewhat true. I mean, we all know who the first man on the moon was, but does anyone know the second? We all know who the fastest man in the world is, but is much attention paid to who is second or third?
Point being at this, people will pay the more attention on the one who comes in first. But then if you're not the first, then there's not so much attention that will pay to you. So in this case, Nike should be the first one in adopt such framework and also to benefit from the advantages for being the first, it accomplished something.
But will adopting such a policy actually guarantee Nike's success? Not necessarily. We've seen so many examples of the mismanagement in the past that have brought upon the downfall of several social networking sites. Friendster and MySpace, just to name a few. These sites ultimately had untimely strategies that led to their downfall, and the newly proposed strategy for Nike could suffer the same.
So what can Nike do differently than to ensure this proposed marketing strategy will sustain in the future? Just one thing, adapt. Hardly anything could ever survive without changing with the times. So in order, Nike should listen what stakeholders are saying in order to alter the policy when it's needed.
Again, right, what all this does is that it builds up trust between Nike and its consumers. This is ultimately quintessential for the success of a business and will also ensure that customer value will continue to rise in the long run. Furthermore, this will lead to future better business prospects, such as perhaps a wider pool of consumers and larger and better sponsorship deals.
Social media marketing can be very effective if it's utilized properly. Well, in order to striving in the leadership, Nike should be the frontrunner in the industry in the foreseeable future. After all, if you end first,
You're actually going to be last.
thank you.